Hello, Tracy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another lace haul. This is from a place called Arcadian Antiques in Taumarunui. So I'm not quite sure how I found them, but I think she had some lace or something for sale on Facebook, and I just said to her, you know, how much antique lace have you got? So she showed me some pictures, and yeah, I brought it. So here's my little haul from the middle of the North Island for those that live in New Zealand. Yeah, I didn't go there. I just emailed her, and yeah, she sent me all of this lace. So yeah, look how pretty this is. I'm not 100% convinced that all of it is antique, or vintage I should say, but this definitely is, and I already know what journal that's going in. So I'll just put it in there, and there's actually 2 pieces of that. So I've got myself a little box to put all this in. I'm just going to put her name on it so I know where it was from. And then we have this piece of lace, which actually is quite beautiful. I actually don't mind it at all. So, you know, if there's only a couple that I don't particularly like, well, I'm all good with that. I didn't pay the earth for it. So this here, I'm not convinced. It looks too new to me. Could be wrong, but it's a pretty pattern. So we'll put that in there. We might actually cut a bit off and see how it tea dyes. Who knows? Right, what are we into next? Actually, yeah, we'll do this one. So this is quite different. It looks white, but it actually isn't. It's more a creamy colour, but not something I would really pick up and use. So I might re-gift that to someone, but I'll put it there for now. And then what else do we have? This here is going to be perfect for another, like that pink lace. This will go with it, so I already know where this is going to go, so that's good. It's funny when I look at certain lace, I sort of think, oh yep, okay, I can use it for that journal, or that, you know, I've got a list of journals I want to make. So here's another piece of it. It looks like little flowers in it, so that's kind of cool. And then we have this lace. That's quite pretty. Actually, I wonder if that would dye very nice. It's only one way to find out. Unfortunately, we're heading, you know, autumn, heading into winter. It's not that warm out there to do anything, do any tea dyeing. And then we've got this, which is quite a white colour, but it's pretty enough. So I'll hold on to it and see what happens. It might end up in some happy mail for someone. I love the colour of this. A really nice sort of dusky pink. And what else do we have? So I would say this will be the last, hopefully the last lace haul now for a very long time. I do have another lady who I have contacted over something, and she's destashing her grandmother's stuff. So, you know, who knows, never say never, but that's pretty. That's actually really light. I do like that. Very fine looking lace. And then we've got this one. Cute. I love the scallop on it. Put that in there. There's a whole heap of this. So I'm definitely, I know 2 journals that it will definitely go in, but I've got 3 pieces. This is the biggest piece. I will, if anyone is keen on a piece in New Zealand, yell out if you're watching, and I will send you some. because it's no use me having it all when I've only got 2 journals in mind that I want to use it for. Here's some pretty brown lace. Put that in there. This is definitely going in the same journal as this, I would say. Or this actually might go in one journal and that in the other, because one's going to be pink, one's going to be blue. Can you guess what journals I'm going to be making? That's probably a bit of a giveaway. And we're coming to the end. So this is quite different for me. Don't mind it. It's quite, well, because it's different, I actually don't mind it at all. And then we've got some almost scallop, light brown. Actually, will that go with that? Right. And then we have this. Now, I thought there might have been a couple pieces of this. Let's have a look. So I really like that edging. That is really quite neat. So I think, looking at what's in front of me, is this another piece? Yes, it is. And is this another piece? Yes, it is. So I've got 3 pieces there, which is great because I already know which one that's going in. I'll put that in there and put that in there too. Right, a few more pieces and then we're done. There's this lovely cream piece. That's very light too. I've got a little stash in this box, that's for sure. Okay, so this is a bit thicker. Probably wouldn't use it for putting lace or, you know, stuff on the edge of the page because it is a bit thicker and heavier. And then we have this, which is kind of pretty. So we put that in there. Actually, I do have a Temu order. What did I need to get? Oh, I wanted to get some containers and I couldn't find any locally for my 12 by 12. So my 12 by 12 at the moment are in like a click-clack type container, and if they've got like the maker's strip on the end, then it gets a bit buckled. So I've got like stand-up ones to put in my wardrobe. This here, I've got some other edging that's similar to this. So I'm going to put it in there. Good place for it. And that can go in with that. And then 2 more pieces. This, oh yeah, I thought I'd had this, but I don't think I have. That's pretty. And then lastly, this one, and this one's quite thick too. It's been cut off something maybe. But that'll be okay for like things that are a bit thicker, I'm fine to use for, or that I'm not 100% that I don't really like. I either gift it or I make clusters out of it. So that is another box full of, supposed to be vintage lace, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not totally convinced on that, but that's what happens when you buy something online. But it's, when I first started journaling, it's a lot better than what I used to get just from the op shop. So I'm not complaining. and I already know what I'm going to be doing with a few of these, so that's really good to have something in the background ready to use. So I hope you've enjoyed this little haul. This has been pre-recorded. It will go live. When it goes live, I would have probably recorded it about a week ago. I just want to clean up a bit of at least one table in my craft room so I can actually see it. Yeah, so hope you have a fantastic week ahead, and until next time, bye for now.